Hi everyone. I thought I would show you, ignore my messy desk, I've been painting. I thought I would show you what I use when I reroot a doll. This be whether I reroot a Bratz doll, a Cindy doll, whatever. So what I use is, first of all, I have these. These are actually jewellery making pliers. But I find this one is really good for getting the hair out of the head, especially on a doll where the neck's not very wide. I find this is quite good at grabbing hold of the hair plugs, or you can grab the hair plugs and twist like that to pull the hair from the outside, depending on how the hair is attached to the doll. I also use one of these. These are my clay tools, and I'll put one of these in the head and scrape around to remove the hair from inside, especially if there's like a lot of glue or anything. And these, it's the same, they're the same as these. They're both jewellery pliers, just this one's a slightly different shape. Obviously I use these for making jewellery as well, but I find these are quite useful for getting hair out of a doll. I use one of these, and this is a slightly bent one. But this is a doll needle, and you can get these in packs from your local art and craft store. I do need to straighten it out. I bent it doing the Bratz doll. I have got one that's curved as well, but I don't know where I've put that. So I've got this one, and then I've got one that has got more of a curve to it, depending on what you're doing. And these are for when people make dolls. They will use them when they're doing a lot of sewing, like fabric dolls, that sort of thing. But I find they're really good. It's basically a nice big strong needle, and it's really, really long. So it will go through the head and come right out the other end. And then what I do is I'll grab the end with my pliers. Tends to be my big pliers. I'll grab the end and then pull if it's getting stuck where the eye of the needle is. So I use that. Those are the main tools. Sometimes I'll heat the head up. You can heat the head up using a hairdryer or using some hot water. Just make sure it's not too hot for you to touch, and that will soften the vinyl up and everything, so it makes it a little bit easier if you've got a hard-headed doll. If you've got a soft-headed doll, you don't need to do that. Although I do tend to sort of manage without worrying about heating up the head. Although I did have one Bratz doll where the back of the head is, it's quite hard to get the needle in and then that way. So what I did in the end was heated up the head so it was a bit squishy. And to reroot a doll, I'll use something like this. This is Connectlon. This is used traditionally in braids on people. So when people have hair braids and they want nice colours in, I use this, and it comes with like little hair decorations. And what I like about this is the colours it comes in. Obviously this is a little bit left from when I've done a doll before. It's quite coarse, but it's very strong, and I find you don't need a lot of it. And it's, you know, it's got some strength to it, and you can straighten it to an extent. Just be careful though, because you can melt it. But it's designed when people have different braids or box braids and stuff, and they want to add colour to their braids. They will include some of this Connectlon hair and braid in. So this is like braiding hair that I ordered off Amazon, and it's cheap enough. Let me have a look how much it is. I'm just going on Amazon's site to have a look. Braiding hair, colourful. Let's have a look. So this one was $16.99, and you get 5 big pieces, and each one is like 24 inches long, so it's loads of hair. I've still got, this is only one pack, I've still got 2 more packs, and one pack is full to the brim. And what I like is it comes in like a rainbowy colour. So it starts off as like a dark blue and then gently fades to like a purpley colour. But you can get all sorts of colours in this. The only thing I will say is when you've done a doll in it, if you've rerooted and used every single hole on the doll's head, it's going to be quite a thick head of hair the doll's going to have. So you can actually reroot a bit more sparsely if the hair's going to be like an updo. So that's an option. And what I started using for my Cindy dolls, let's put the tools away because you don't need to see them now, is this stuff. This is a clip-in hair extension, colourful one, made out of synthetic hair, and it feels pretty much like doll hair. It feels like Barbie hair, or kind of feels like Monster High hair, that sort of texture. Don't know what it is. It is a synthetic one. I don't know what, and it's one that it says you can straighten it if it's on if the straightener's on the lowest setting. I haven't tried that, but it stays pretty flat anyway. I find hot water tends to work quite well. I'll dunk it in hot water and then like hold the hair. Like if the hair's a bit poofy, I'll wash it in hot water and then put something around the hair to like hold it down while it's drying, and it tends to work out fine. I think the one I got was the pack of 36, was it? Just trying to see which one I got. Yeah, I think it was 36, and it was 36 of these, and it cost me, I mean there's varying prices, but the one with 36 pieces was $14.99, and for that I did 2 dolls with rainbow hair, and it tends to come with like these neon-y colours, pastel colours, and then some slightly darker colours. So Cindy was done in the sort of more, I say darker colours, but like the more sort of primary type colours. And then the Bratz doll was done in the pastel shades. Yeah, I was just thinking if you've seen the Bratz video, but yeah, this will be up after the video of rerooting the Bratz doll, so that's fine. And this is what I used, and I did start to run out of the colours I wanted, and I've got some of these like neon-y colours left. So I've got some of these colours left, not enough to do like a whole doll, but enough like if I've got a doll and I want to add some little highlights or little streaks of colour to their hair, I can do that with what's left. I've got about 6 of these left, I think, in various sort of neon-y colours. I've got a couple of yellows, a couple of greens, that sort of thing. So yeah, I've found that's worked quite well. All you have to do is, because I've found with the synthetic and the Connect-On, you have to double knot it, because I use the knot method. So you'll put the thread through with the needle and then tie a knot and then pull the hair through the head, so the knot's on the inside surface of the scalp. So what I tend to do is I go in with my needle through the top of the head, go through, come out the neck of the doll, take the needle off, tie the end and pull the hair back through. What I do tend to find with this and the Connect-On is when you do the double knot, it can come undone. So what I tend to do is I'll hold the double knot closed, and then I'll just put a little blob of hot glue on the knot just to keep it in place, and then I found that works beautifully, and it means that the hair can withstand a fair bit of tension. It's not going to come out easy. It's it's quite solidly in there. And then removal wise, it's just a case of using some pliers and going inside the neck of the doll and pulling the hair out. So yeah, that's what I use to reroot my dolls currently. Connect-On's what I've used for a long time, but I do find it's bulky. But I've found these are quite nice because you can get quite a sort of more within scale of the doll look. So like the hair doesn't look too thick for the doll. And yeah, it's one way of livening up some dolls that are obviously in need of some work. Now, obviously you can buy like doll hair and stuff, but you tend to have to get that off like, I don't know, it's like Etsy and that sort of place. Let me have a look. Doll hair. Yeah, you can get hair that's like 4 dolls. And it's like 6 pieces for a tenner. So yeah, similar sort of price to this stuff. Let me have a look. Yeah, so what it is like it's extensions like this, just with the top sewn instead of having the clips on it. So I will try out something like that at some point just to see what the difference is. Let me see if I can see what it's made out of. Okay, so the ones I can see on here are made from high temperature silk for the dolls. So I will try that out at some point and compare it to these. But for now, this is what I use. So I just thought I'd do a video because, yeah, it's one of them. Someone always asks me, what do you use? And that's what I use. So I hope you find this video useful. Everything I use I ordered off Amazon just because it's easy, because I can get it delivered to my house, and I use Amazon for a lot of stuff. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just happen to use the service, but there are other websites you can go on. And here's a little picture of the Cindy one. Yeah, hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.